what it is if you're meant to be. Put your best foot forward like a centipede. Breathe.
Welcome back to Good Morning LaLa Land. I am so excited to welcome Roger Mooking to the show. Congratulations on the launch of this new album. That was so fierce.
Yeah, it's fierce, right? That's a good one, yeah.
So the title of the single, Greed.
Greed, yeah. I know, it's just fitting for the time. It started with a conversation with a friend of mine. We kind of got this heated argument, and it kind of was sitting with me for a couple days, and I just happened to be finishing constructing the music, and I was like, yo, that topic is perfect for that. And so I wrote to it, hit in the studio, and everything just melded perfectly together. And in the middle, you hear a snippet of me and my wife talking. We were having a debate. I'd be like, look, I'll buy you this designer bag if you do like XYZ. And she's like, no, I don't want XYZ. So that's kind of like that snippet is in there. But, I think it's poignant given the climate that we're in the world right now. So just think,
It's so interesting. I love when, as a content creator, I'm sure you get to, like, anything you want to say to somebody that you don't really want to say, you get to put it into the art instead.
Well, that's exactly, because, the context of, 104 characters or whatever inside of the social media framework, just so much is lost, So you don't see me commenting on stuff, talking about issues that people come up with online, because the concept is just so stilted and jilted. So, like you said, I put it in the art, and it's a better frame of reference.
Tell us a little bit about this behind the scenes video.
Yeah, so those behind the scenes videos, kind of like the making of the album, some of the stories we've been telling through the process, kind of balancing my life as a chef on Food Network and Cooking Channel with making records constantly, and all these various projects that I work on. So it's all those things kind of coming together, and just, kind of framing the reference of it, because it's hard for people's minds to wrap their head around, oh, I know this guy for cooking, but like he makes records, and how do we bridge that and tell those stories? So that's what this is about.
I love the concept of eat your words, because we know that we become what we eat, but we also, it's like, what are we thinking, what are we saying? And that's really reflecting back and to become who we are and what our life is like.
Yeah, I like to say you can't bite your tongue and eat your words at the same time, right? So sit on that a little bit.
Try it.
We know May 22nd, another season, Man Fire Food.
Yeah, Man Fire Food. We just finished season 8 of Man Fire Food. We just bagged 101 episodes. So that's pretty amazing. I feel really good about that. And May 22nd, 6 p.m., we got new episodes coming out. People are hitting me on the socials like, when is the new episodes? So it's coming.
And the first episode, Raising the Heat. You're going to Texas. Fire
we go to Texas
situation.
a lot. Yeah.
Notice that.
What is it about Texas?
Texas, they just have, it's that perfect balance of a lot of space, loose bylaws, and people just love that culture of like cowboy cooking over a fire. So all those things kind of come together perfectly in Texas, and the weather is always hot. You can't necessarily do that in Montana or Wisconsin, you know what I mean? Sure. So it's always hot, people are always ready to go, and they raise a lot of beef, so it's all right there.
You've traveled for food, though. I mean, for years, and it's been so fun to watch your journey. What have you learned along the way? Not just about food, but about yourself.
Well, it's awesome. It's glad that you brought that up, because I'm very fortunate. I travel all over the world, for this food stuff. I've been in Australia, and Japan, Cambodia, all over America, Jamaica. And what I'm most impressed by is that people are the same. Everywhere you go, people are essentially the same. The nuances are different. The social infrastructure might be different. The culture may be different. The language may be different. But at the heart of it, we're humans, and our driving force is love. Everybody is just seeking love, right? I don't care if you're Deepak Chopra or Charles Manson.
It's true.
You're just seeking love, and sometimes that love gets stilted and jilted and misreferenced, misframed, so you do some crazy stuff, you get trapped in greed or, deadly sins, but we're just seeking love.
But you have 4 kids. So,
yeah, I know a lot about love.
So obviously you've been seeking some love. Obviously, but they must be very unique. Each one, they come out so different, right? I mean, they all have their own.
Yeah, it's interesting. I got all girls.
Oh,
right?
wow.
Yeah, I got all girls, and I'm the dad, so it's just special to me. I love my kids so much. My wife, they're just awesome humans, and I just, I travel a lot for work, but I make sure, like, first thing every year, like in October, we're blocking out kids' birthdays, kids' birthday parties, Mother's Day, all that stuff is blocked, and everything else works around that, right? So
smart man.
Super dad at trying,
That's awesome.
You know, one of the things I love about you is your sense of humor. Obviously, you're talented, and you're just so grounded down to earth. What do you think you did right in this entertainment journey that's led you to the success you're experiencing now?
You know, I've been in the entertainment industry 25 years now, making records and TV shows, stuff like that, right? And I think what I've done is I've been good to people. I can pick up the phone, call somebody I haven't seen in 20 years, and they'll answer that call, right? I was never greedy. I'll leave money on the table on a deal because people want to, they respect that. And so when I make that call 20 years later, they're like, you know, that guy left money on the table for me 20 years ago. That's cool, you know? And respect the relationships and just be straight up. Yo, if something's going south, yo, this is going south. How can we fix it? Just be straight about it. And I think, and I've always thought long, you know, even when I was like broke like a joke, right? I'm thinking like, okay, is this decision I'm gonna make right now because I'm broke like a joke, or how will this impact my career in 30 years?
So considering the long game, what is it that you want your legacy to be, Roger?
You know, I just want people to think that I've just put my heart into everything that I've created. Hopefully there's a body of work left behind that my family can be proud of, that I can be proud of wherever I'm watching from. And that, you know, I just spread love. Every autograph I sign, spread love.
Sounds like you need to write a book. Sounds like he has the secrets of the best habits, right? They sound like more powerful habits than the other habits we read. You're amazing.
Books
You're
are
amazing.
hard, man.
Books, they are hard, aren't they? And they're endless.
Violent.
And they're endless.
Until then, we'll listen to the new album out today. Tell everyone where they can find it.
Yo, it's everywhere. All the streaming services, you can buy it on iTunes, all that stuff. It's called Eat Your Words. The single right now is called Greed, and there's videos up. Go to rogermooking.com. You'll see everything is landed there, and you can click through it and find everything.
Nice.
And May
Awesome.
22nd, be sure to tune in to Man Fire Food.
Man Fire Food, May 22nd, 6
Thanks so
p.m.
much.
Eastern.
Thanks, Roger.
Yes.
Stay tuned. We're back with more on Good Morning La La Land.